Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a knife video for you. This is going to be a quick first impressions. Actually, it's going to be an unboxing as well, but I just wanted to show you this is what I got. That's just a tracking number there, but this box came to me all wrapped up and taped up. This was fully examined by Canada Border Services, usually referred to as CBSA. I'm just taking the box off of the out of frame for a second because I'm not going to share my full address with everyone. But so this will be a full real unboxing and first impressions, unlike what you normally see from me. So this has been opened. They didn't put it back right. I would have expected them to at least drop it in one of these pouches, but they did open this guy up and take a look at it. And now we can do the same. So it is going to come with this nice little pouch here, rather impressive. And let's give the action a look. Oh, wow. Nice, snappy detent, very accessible. Lock bar there. Ray Laconico, you can see, is the designer of this Monterey Bay Knives. XLC. It does have a little bit of packing oil on it, so I kind of want to stop and wipe this off for a second. In fact, maybe I will do that really quick before I come back, and then we can kind of work through some of the other things that I want to notice about this. So let me pause this for a second, wipe this blade down, and then I'll come back and carry on with the video. Okay, so I've taken a minute, cleaned this blade up a little, and now it should show off a little bit better for you. I even fingerprinted it up in the meantime. One more wipe. There you go. Okay, so still some fingerprints there. I hope, the problem is I'm not really able to do this finish the justice it deserves. It's a near mirror polished finish, just a hair away from that beautiful, beautiful satin. Moving down here, we've got, oh, by the way, the blade is M390, high flat grind. As I said, that beautiful satin finish, nice and thin behind the edge. You can see Ray Laconico here on the back spine. So the other cool thing is this is an integral. And I was looking at the stop pin here. Sorry, hold on. There we go. So take a look at that stop pin. This is not something we've seen very often. This stop pin is milled as part of the handle. There's no... Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, there you go. You can pretty clearly see it there. This is actually milled into the handle, which is really, really interesting. Obviously, I haven't had a chance to take this down or anything. As you saw, I just took it out of the box. We've got that nice stainless steel lock bar insert with a little over travel stop. You can see there just at the tip of my finger. Nice simple pivot construction design there. Nice line here, bead blasted finish on the handle, large lanyard hole if you want that kind of thing. Now they've done, I think somebody else, Nick maybe pointed this out, that they've done a satin finish on the outside edges. And I wonder if there's a reason for that. I mean, they don't mention it, and it doesn't really take that much away from the knife, but it is done that way, which is kind of an interesting choice. Nicely milled clip. I haven't tried to put it in my pocket yet, but it is, I can tell by looking at it, single position. I can't tell you how well it works, but I'll check that out and have it ready for you before the full review. In terms of feel in hand, it's a very simple design. It's not the kind of knife that just, you know, melts into your hand, but it's certainly not bad. I will say, beautiful, beautiful knife. Typical Ray Laconico stuff here. I just love his sort of minimalist design. It's just clean and beautiful and impressive. I follow him on Instagram. You should too. The customs that he comes out with are very much like this. Just wonderful, wonderful designs. And certainly this is well in keeping with that. Let's see if I've forgotten anything that I should have mentioned. I think we've pretty well covered all of the sort of features here and the construction, so we kind of know about all that. I should say M390 and an integral for $300 is really, really attractive. That's a really, they've done a great job on the price point there. I haven't really commented on the action at all. Now, it's obviously just new. You can see that mirror polish every once in a while. You'll see my face reflected there, but the action on this is very, very enjoyable. It will drop shut. There you go. And so now let me give you the specs. We've kind of worked through all of the features and the construction. Specs on this guy, 8 3/8 inches overall, 3 11/16 on the blade length, 4 3/4 on the handle length, and the grip area here is 4 inches. So that's what I've got for you. It's a little heavy feeling in hand. Nothing crazy, but this is an integral frame lock, so you expect a little more weight than perhaps usual. I didn't bother to measure it before this, but I'll make sure I do it before the full review. Of course, all of you watching are watching on a phone or a computer, so I know you've got Google right there. You can take a quick look for it. But I'm going to say this probably weighs in the neighborhood of 4 ounces and change. What are my overall thoughts on this? Well, this is about what I expected. A beautiful, beautiful design. I love the blade shape on this. Really, really attractive. I love the overall form of this knife. Again, Ray Laconico, I'm a huge fan because his designs are very often this way, just clean and impressive. I love the fact that it's an integral. I love the M390. I love the blade on this. Look at that blade again, guys. Just fantastic. I know I've fingerprinted it up here, so I'm not really doing it justice, but really, really wonderful. I love just that simple line down here. The very clean, simple aesthetics on this knife are fantastic. And this is one of the knives that I've been most excited for this year. Now, let me tell you, I showed you the box at the beginning, so you know that it got held up in customs. It was stopped in Richmond, BC for like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. They did examine it. You can see like this had been opened. They'd taken it out of the pouch. I don't know if there's anything else in this pouch. Oh yeah, I see. There's microfiber cloth. Got anything else going on in here? No, nothing else that I can see. They left the cloth alone though. Maybe they tried to put the knife back but couldn't get it to fit because of that cloth or something. Anyway, it did take a long time, but it did eventually come through, and that's a little bit, I'm not totally surprised because there is nothing illegal in Canada about this knife, but oftentimes anything with a flipper on it, CBSA doesn't like it. They can be a little bit annoying about that because it's totally legal, so they're just stopping Canadians from having totally legal items. It's a real infringement on freedom, but there's not really much you can do, and sadly in Canada, there's no political will to change it. So I don't know what you say about all that, but I'm glad this knife came to me. I'm really, really excited to have this. Obviously, I'm going to carry it, use it, give it some time, and then share a full review with you guys. I anticipate it being a pretty positive review. I don't see a lot that can really go wrong with this. It's pretty simple. What do I think of it? What's my initial reaction? Well, yeah, this is a fantastic sort of gentleman / EDC knife. Really, really fantastic. Beautiful, great price point. Really well finished. I mean, really, really, maybe I'll give you guys one last look just to be as impressed as I am. The fit and finish on this is really, really nice. Now, I don't know who they had do the milling. Initially, I had an Easy C on the channel, and I think I've had 2 Monterey Bay knives come through, and my initial thought was, oh, these are just, these are being manufactured by Kaiser. Now it seems there's a little more to the story than that. They're using a number of different OEMs for the work that's being done on these knives, but I don't know if this is the same one. So I don't know if Kaiser is making this, or if they've switched to someone else, but the price point may indicate that whoever's making it, they're doing it for a really good price and they're doing a really nice job. So my initial thoughts, yeah, fantastic EDC knife, very classy, very high end, lots of what would you say, very interesting knife. This is a knife you can show off to your friends because they're not going to be used to seeing something milled out of a solid piece of titanium. The other thing about this is, some of the other integrals we've had, and really some of the other integrals that are out there don't have just these clean, simple lines that make them, broadly appealing and make them something that you really feel like you could carry with you all the time. They tend to be a little fancier, a little more on the pocket jewelry end of the spectrum, where this just feels like a great knife to put in your pocket and just have with you and use all the time. Just Really, really beautiful. Again, I can't get over this knife. I'm super, super impressed. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I will, again, carry this, use this, all that good stuff. I think they might still have some in stock over at Monterey Bay Knives. No, you know what? I think I'm wrong about that. I remember not that long ago on Instagram, there was a post where they were saying they're sold out, or maybe they just sold it on a specialized version. Anyway, I'm not sure, but go ahead and check. I'll put a link to Monterey Bay Knives down in the description box so you can check it out. But really, really interesting knife. And in the meantime, I will check before the full review, I'll check about the availability of these and find out if they're going to do more, so that if they are sold out and you want one, the other knives that they've done, there have been multiple runs. So I think this is just a regular production, and you'll be fine to get one if you really want one. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will talk to you soon.